Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Barrel is Half Empty. Today we are going to be doing a Central Waters Stout. It's a barrel-aged Brewer's Reserve Stout, 2017. I picked this one out to start the barrel-aged beer because it's been aged since 2017, and two, it's a simple start for getting into the barrel age. There's not any variance in it. It's just a regular barrel-aged stout made by Central Waters out of Amherst, Wisconsin. I have not had this one in a really long time, so let's see what she's all about. First on the nose, I'm getting a little bit of like some bourbon with a little bit of coffee and cocoa. Definitely like a maltiness kind of smell to that cocoa. Not getting so much the coffee on there, but there's a lot of cocoa that I'm tasting. Like a dark chocolate, but not super dark. It's definitely like a dry chocolate. Almost like a cooking chocolate, but it is there is enough sweetness on that note that is enjoyable. Definitely all around, I want to say first off, while we let this warm up, is good barrel-aged stout. I can taste the bourbon in there with that dark beer flavor. Definitely a malty chocolate taste to it. I think it's a great choice to start off the first barrel-aged beer video because, like I said, there's no variance in it. There's no it's not like mixed with vanilla or cherries, orange, just things that you can add to a barrel-aged beer. It's just your general barrel-aged stout by Central Waters. Though, if I were to say though, I think it's a lot smoother than the first time I had it. I'm definitely getting more the bourbon taste out of it than I normally would. I feel it's an all-around good beverage. Not something to have on a super hot day, but if it's a nice fall day, cold day, or if you're inside and got the AC going, definitely give this a try. If you can find it, again, this is a vintage 2017, so it has been cellared for 3 years now. I am enjoying the aftertaste. Definitely still having some of that chocolate. Barrel does kind of go away if we go back to it. It's very pleasant. It goes down quite smooth. Definitely getting a lot more chocolate. It hasn't been sitting that long, but only poured a little amount. Warmth in my hand is also warming that up to get more of those chocolate flavors and barrel flavors to be brought out in it. It seems to be chocolate is being brought out more than that barrel. But again, this is a good drink. I do like this beer. Wouldn't say it's my go-to since it is a cellar beer. It's something that's like you just open once in a while. I figured I'd open it for you guys just to get a review on it since I do have a few more in the beer cellar that I have. Definitely quite tasty. So the chocolate, that chocolate note is definitely coming through now. It's a lot more sweeter. It's not as dry anymore. It's much more syrupy kind of chocolate, almost like a Hershey bar, but not quite at that yet. I still get that bitterness with that dark chocolate taste in there. So yeah, this is definitely enjoyable. Got the AC going earlier, so it's a little cool in here, which I do enjoy a darker beer on a cooler day, even though the sun's beating out a little bit. If you can find it, I'd recommend picking it up. If it doesn't break the bank, especially when vintages are released or are pulled out of liquor store cellars, sometimes they can go up in price as they have cellared them there in a temperate room that's controlled humidity and temperature, depending on where you buy it. I recommend a lot of Central Waters. They have really good stuff. One of my all-time favorites, which we'll get into at some point, is Cassian Sunset. Excuse me. And Peruvian Morning. Peruvian Morning, I love that. It's a great, great brew. We'll get into that some other time where I can do an official review on it. Otherwise, stay thirsty and cheers.